Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MJM. Once again, my name is MARKIA and this is
Jungimaster.
And this is your number one place for righteousness and ratchetness. We have an interesting show lined up for you today. Jungimaster, what is on your mind?
Man, I want to talk about Aubrey Graham.
Oh, you mean Drake?
Exactly, you're on there, mate. Well done. Good call. Let's talk about Drizzy today.
Alright, what's it?
He's made it in the news lately, this last fortnight, with God's Plan video clip.
Yeah.
And also his unfound lyrics, which was found by a furniture removalist or something.
Yeah. I heard about this.
Going for $54,000 apparently.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on that, man? Well, let's start off with the God's Plan.
Let's start with God's Plan. Now, I checked out the video when I was overseas. I just been back from the motherland, which is Sri Lanka. Jaya Sri Lanka.
Able one.
So while I was there, I got this Google notification saying that Drake put out a new video, and the video was for God's Plan. Did you hear the song before the
video?
Yeah,
I did.
So I liked the song. The song was pretty cool. Didn't know what a video was going to look like, but then when I saw the video, look, to be honest, I liked the video when I first watched it because I think I got caught up in the emotion of the whole thing of like, oh man, like Drake is like, he's giving away almost $1 million, to all these people, which I think is great. But I had a bit of an afterthought, like after watching the video, where I kind of thought, was this all marketing?
Well, that's a question I guess I raised to you. I mean, this is why I brought up God's Plan. Yeah. I mean, do you think what he was doing was charitable, or was it more for his career? Right. I mean, I think he got 300 million views in just a matter of a week, just with that clip. Yeah. Was he being genuine? I mean, look, to me, Drake, I love Drake. Yeah. I think, doing it for a charitable cause was fantastic. Yeah. But what was there like an underlying,
This is the thing, man.
Agenda.
When this video came out and I saw it, I thought, man, Drake cannot make a wrong move, man. This dude is just like, he's just ticking all the boxes.
He lives the name 6 God, doesn't he? He does, doesn't he? I mean, with that, when he came out with that.
But he's just making all the right moves. Yeah. And he's done it consistently for the last 10 years. Yeah. And I think that is, it's a credit to like himself, his management, his label, and everyone else that's advising him of what to do. This video in particular, I mean, I have a bit of a question about it. Yeah. The question is, okay, outside the video, it shows, it has a caption that says, "We spent, $999,000 on this. Don't tell the label." Yeah. So was this label money or was this personal money?
I think it was label money. That's what I've been reading.
Right.
Apparently, that was his
that was the budget
for the video. Yeah. And that's what he spent. Right. To all these people that are affected in Miami. Yeah. I mean, I've got no problems with it. It's just, it's that borderline aspect with celebrities going out and doing these big charitable events or charitable gift giving. Yeah. And whether it's actually to promote themselves is my question. Yeah. No,
I get you. Yeah. I think in the times that I've seen people do charitable stuff is when they've got really bad PR at that time. Yeah. For example, and this is going back a while back. Yeah. Remember when R. Kelly, when he had his whole scandal, with the 15-year-old kids and everything. Yeah. He came out.
I have to go back to that actually. I used to carry a folder around at school, which I used to draw, right? Yeah. So I had a picture of R. Kelly drawn on my folder. I had to throw it out because people called me a pedophile as well. And I was still in high school, man. What's going on, man? But yeah, going back to what you're saying.
So the R. Kelly thing. So when that scandal came out, he released an album called "Happy People, You Save Me." Yeah. Right. Now, prior to this, he had albums called Chocolate Factory, TP2.com, which are all kind of freakish albums, right? Yeah. And they all kind of alluded to the fact that he could potentially be a pedophile because he even called himself the Pied Piper, right? Yeah. Now, when the trial was happening, all of a sudden he comes out with this album where it's a double CD. The first CD is all this Chicago two-step, which is all this happy, kind of cool, happy people, all right, that's cool. Second disc is a whole gospel disc about God saving him. Yeah. Now, to come out at that time, I thought, this is good PR.
Yeah. Was that for sure, yeah?
I think it was because he didn't release anything like that after the fact. Yeah. Now, the difference is with Drake, he has no bad PR. No. So, I think it's legitimate. Yeah.
I think he's a legitimate guy, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But there's a lot of people criticizing him for what he's done. So, I guess that's what I want to, bring up. And ask our viewers, I guess, what their thoughts are.
What do you think? you know what the hashtag is. It's right here.
Get at us.
Let us know what you think.
Do you agree with us? Do you disagree? What's going on?
Yeah. I kind of feel like I think he is legitimate.
Look, I love Drake. You know, I love him.
Yeah, you support him, man.
Got him here.
OVO, you support him right to the fullest, man.
But
he did an interview. Oh, no, he didn't do an interview. This is what happened. There was a host on Hot 97 who criticized.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
Rosenberg. He came out and said, "Hey, I don't know how legit this is," and he got the call from Drake, and Drake was like, "This is the most important thing I've ever done in my career."
Yeah.
That
he sounded angry apparently.
Yeah. So that kind of shows me that there is more to this than him saying that this is PR.
Yeah.
I think he is legitimately wanting to help these people.
Yeah.
And what you can see from what I saw on that video was legitimate reactions from the people receiving, whether it was a scholarship, whether it was a car, whether it was just cash.
Yeah.
Now,
all the groceries.
Yeah. Now, whether they're really good actors or it's legitimate, I don't know.
No, I think that was legit. I don't think there was any acting there.
But do you think, and this is why I play devil's advocate, do you think that Drake could just run up on somebody in Miami and just be like, "Hey, yo, what's going on?" Right? And then be like, "Oh my gosh, it's Drake!" Right? And all of a sudden, the cameras just kind of happen to be in the right spot.
Yeah, that could be staged.
Yeah,
I do agree. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt, I think.
Sure. Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
I think Drakey, you did a good job, man.
Yeah, man.
We love you.
Keep it up. And you also saw what he did on Instagram after that.
Yeah.
He actually gave a challenge to people for 24 hours to do something good for somebody else. Can't knock it.
Yeah.
I can't knock it.
I can't knock it either.
I respect you, man.
Look, Floyd Mayweather, if you're watching, brother, please spend some money out in Africa, man. Help those guys out.
And not on diamonds, brother. Not on diamonds.
I did see your latest birthday gifts. That jet plane, mate. Very, very sexual. I love it. And look, Floyd, I've got nothing wrong with you, man. I love you because, I think you are the #1 boxer in the world. Mm-hmm. We love you.
Yeah.
TMT all the way.
Yeah.
But please, I think, take some time out and maybe help the poor guys out in the nation, eh?
Definitely. So staying on the topic of Drake, like you mentioned, I only read about this today about this whole thing of someone found a notebook that had all of his lyrics.
Yeah, it was found in I think Drake's grandfather's furniture factory.
Yeah,
very unusual. So it's back to 2002, though, I reckon.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now my question is, who wrote it?
Drake reckon. Well, they reckon it's Drake's lyrics.
Well, if he had ghostwriters, man, who wrote the thing, man?
Well, tell me this. Mm-hmm. You're an artist.
Yeah.
If you came across that book, and you saw these lyrics and they were dope, would you actually use them? Would you use them?
I wouldn't, and the reason why I wouldn't is because I actually do have books. They're not in furniture stores, but I've got books, and when I read through them, I cringe. I'm like, what the hell was I thinking?
I'll go back to the question, last week we had Puppy on the show, and he was talking about how his lyrics got stolen and whatnot.
Sure.
There are people out there that do that.
Definitely.
Do you think someone would actually go out there and actually, sing these lyrics in a song, use it?
Well, firstly, I think if you're going to invest $54,000 into a lyric book written by Drake, you probably have a big budget for your music career.
You need to make sure it's authentic as well.
Yeah, I mean, that could be anyone's. I mean, how do you know it's Drake's, right? That's the first thing. Second thing is, if it's written in 2002, you're talking about different content.
Yeah.
And it's probably not going to be relevant. I think whoever's going to put money down for this lyric book has to be some crazy fan.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That just wants Drake memorabilia that they just want for themselves and just want to be like, oh my gosh, Drake wrote on these pages.
Yeah.
That's what they want it for. Yeah. That's it. I don't think there's any legitimacy, outside of that. No. Like, why would anyone want to spend that type of money on it? I just think it's just a come up for one of, for his granddad or whoever it is.
Yeah.
That's what I think. What do you guys think? Would you buy it?
Yeah, would you buy it?
Would you buy it? If you're a rapper, would you use it?
What would you do if you bought it? Would you, put it under your pillow and sleep with it? Because, you want to be closer to Drake? I don't know, man. Just tell us what you think.
It's kind of familiar to, I don't know if you heard about this, the last Wu-Tang album.
Yeah.
So what happened was they released this album, but they only released one copy.
Yeah.
And it was sold for $1 million.
Yeah, right.
So it went to one buyer.
Yeah.
Right. And no one ever heard the album. The album was called Once Upon a Time in Shaolin. And I know Method Man came out and said, I'm furious at the fact that this album was only sold to one person because we make music for the people.
Yeah.
And when you make it for one person, it defeats the purpose.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
But what do you do when you have it?
Yeah.
Do you just is it just bragging rights? And it's just you flex and be like, hey, look what I've got. and that's it.
That's true. I don't know, man. It's a bit of a funny one, isn't it? Just sitting there, someone's home.
Yeah.
And no one else is going to hear it.
But do you have any like memorabilia from a celebrity?
From a celebrity, anything I've got is like I've got a couple of things. Lewis Hamilton memorabilia, obviously.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. You guys check out our Facebook post. I've got that little post there with the frame.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that. I got an authentic Lewis Hamilton signed car.
Okay.
Benny Barber, one of the old school Doggies fans.
Okay.
One of my Bulldogs NRL football players. I got a signed photo of him.
Yeah.
In a frame.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and a lot of cricket memorabilia.
Right.
Yeah, the Arjuna Ranatunga days. The little short stubby man that used to never run.
Always had a run over everything.
I've got those since. Yeah, and I've kept them.
Yeah.
In the hope that I'll have a room where I can actually showcase all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
So would you ever sell them?
No, they mean a lot to me.
Right.
Yeah, those things mean a lot to me, so I will not sell them.
So there's no monetary
no monetary value for me there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
It's all about keeping them for myself.
Yeah.
And hopefully one day, when my kids are hanging around, I'll pass it on.
Okay.
See what they do with it.
No, that's legit.
Yeah.
That's
I will
legit.
keep it till I die. I might even take Lewis to the grave with me, man. I might ask someone. Hey, you guys are here. You guys are watching. If I do pass away, please put that Lewis Hamilton in my coffin.
It's documented. It's documented
It's
now.
on writing.
There you go. Dang, wow. Well, Jungimaster, what else is on your mind, man?
Man, I was just thinking about local issues. The Australian political scene at the moment with Barnaby Joyce.
Right.
And his secret affair with one of his co-workers.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking about cheating. The whole topic about cheating.
Okay, now you engaged, right? So I don't know why you're thinking about cheating.
No, but I'm thinking about people and their morals.
Okay.
And how they actually treat their partners. Right. I mean, this day and age, I think we're seeing a lot of marriages break down, a lot of divorces. I'd say the stats are pretty high. Yeah. With that type of stuff.
Sure.
And I reckon it comes down to the one single fact that people can't keep it in their pants, and they just want to cheat.
Okay. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on cheating, man?
What do you think drives somebody to cheat?
I think they just have a lust for someone else.
Right.
And when they finally kind of get to that point where they actually can act on that,
right?
They go, yeah, all right, I'm going to jump.
So do you
jump
think...
in the pool, basically. I think that's the reason why, a lot of the relationships these days break down.
But do you think that I think it's more to it than just that, because I feel like you have to get to that point. Yeah. Right? And I'm talking probably more on an emotional side.
Yep.
Because I feel that when you're in a relationship with somebody, especially when you're married to them, I would assume that you have a connection with them that's beyond anything physical, right? So the actual act of cheating, if it is just physical, that means there's something lacking in the emotional aspect, right?
I agree with that.
And so I kind of feel like these things are just outworkings of stuff that just hasn't happened, maybe for years.
But what if the person that is being cheated on actually feels that emotional connection?
Right.
It's the person that is actually cheating that doesn't, right? So why is that person not actually communicating with their partner to say, look, why don't they stop, and think?
Yeah.
Before they cheat, if the relationship's not for them,
right,
step away. Don't hurt that person.
That's the theory, isn't it? Like, I think if that was the case, man, then no one would ever cheat.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know what they say? Oh, these women, they just don't listen when I talk, right? so sometimes...
All men.
yeah, just so we keep the female audience happy. That's the typical, response that's given. So all of a sudden, people just remain quiet. Yeah. And when they remain quiet, they remain with their thoughts and their feelings. And all of a sudden, they don't know how to express that.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden, what happens is you have a co-worker that's all of a sudden everything that your other, your partner isn't. And they're like,
but that can only last a certain time, man.
Sure.
Yeah, I reckon.
100%.
Like people might have that little, 30 seconds of fame, and then all of a sudden it's gone.
Yeah.
They go back to their, partner.
Right.
They still, think about this person they've cheated with.
Sure.
But they don't actually pursue a relationship with them.
Right.
It's just all about,
It was a moment.
Yeah, it's a moment.
It was a moment.
Yeah.
Now, there was a flip side to this as well.
Yeah.
Now, last weekend, a few weekends ago, it was the All-Star weekend, the NBA All-Star weekend. Yeah. Right. Now, it was in LA. Now, there's always been this running joke that the population of the city, whenever they have an All-Star game, it increases by so much. Not just because there's an all-star game happening, but because so many females go in trying to just check for some ball players, so some people are going. So some people are attending the all-star game. Some people are just going to LA, right? With the chance and hope they might run into somebody. Now I read something really interesting, and this is a bit of righteousness and ratchetness.
I think it's a whole lot of ratchetness. But
check this out. But this is interesting that I read. There is a country, I think it's in Europe somewhere, that are trying to legalize male abortion.
Right, male abortion.
Yeah. Now, what this means is that if a couple gets pregnant, the male has a right to say, "I don't want to have this kid."
Yeah, right.
Right. And if he says that, and if the woman decides to go ahead with it, it's on her.
Yeah, right.
So she has to then financially support the child.
Wow.
But what that means for the male is that he can't have any communication with the child. He can have he can meet the child, but can't have visits, right? As you would with a shared parent relationship. So what this means, it takes away from the gold digger aspect of, oh, I'm gonna get pregnant by this guy, right? And then I'm gonna be set for life.
Yeah.
So I thought this was an interesting concept.
It's very interesting. But what happens if it was the other way around though?
But that's what it is right now.
No. What if the male actually wants to be part of the life, but the female doesn't want it?
Oh, that's your whole legal process now.
Yeah, okay. Is that what it goes back to? Is it?
I think so. But I thought this was a really interesting concept because sometimes when you're dealing with people that are high profile and celebrities and stuff like that, a lot of people, I'm just saying, they have this idea that, hey, if I have a baby by this celebrity, I'm gonna be set for life. I'm gonna be and this is we spoke about Drake. How many people have come out, especially all these all these Instagram models that said, hey, Drake got me pregnant, and he's like, show me the proof. Show me the proof. Because the fact is, the moment they say, yep, you are the father, then all of a sudden it's 50% or whatever it is for the rest of this kid's life. And but then this idea of that, okay, if he can say, well, I don't want to have the kid, then it takes away from that woman's power to actually say, oh crap, he needs to pay me. It's smart.
It's a very smart one. I want you to find out what country that was, man.
I will. I'll check it out, and I'll post it on our social media if I find the article. And I want to hear you guys' thoughts about that. Really, really interesting topic. Really strange. Really odd. Man.
Tell us what you think, because I hate cheaters. It goes back to the old saying: leopards never change their spots.
I've never heard that.
It's a great call, man. I love it. It's a good one for the cheaters. I think once you're a cheater, always a cheater.
So then shouldn't it be cheaters don't change their spots?
That's what I'm saying. The leopard never changes its spots.
So is the leopard and cheater the same thing?
Yeah, the leopard is the cheater.
Alright, so Jungimaster, I just got back from the motherland being Sri Lanka.
Man, I saw that. I was very jealous.
I've gotten a little bit
You're pretty black, man. You're darker than me these days. I thought I was black.
I've got a little bit Lankan now. But while I was there...
Hang on, before you go on, can you actually speak the language now? Can you understand a little bit? Because I know this guy, man, can't speak a word.
I know when someone's ripping me off. That's for sure.
What do you say? Epa? Epa?
That's it. Yeah. That's it. That's all I need to say. And I know a few other words as well that I'm not going to repeat on here because they'll get me in trouble. But when I was there, I got to experience a few things. Yeah. And it was actually quite interesting because I got to see Lankans in their natural habitat.
It's always a classic, man.
Absolutely. So we got a new segment for you, and it's called Lankans Gone Wild. Hope you enjoy it.
Aibawan.
Sri Lanka, the pearl of the Indian Ocean, home to the finest tea in the world, a place where you can find the woman of your dreams, as long as her parents approve of your bank account. Known for its pristine beaches and resorts, it has become a popular location for couples wanting to tie the knot. In this episode, we delve into the fascinating world of Sri Lankan weddings to witness the culture, the cakes, and the crazy.
Put the 6-pack in your guest list. I internationally rep this. Got a country that will stand for me when Burn City don't check this. All of the airports we flew past, now our passports have got jewel class. Hometown is now home ground, but C-Town is where I blew at. Overseas when I fill voids, rebuild and I destroy, making those sounds with some ill boys. So sick, that's ill noise. Imported my mojo because I came back shooting fofos. That's 16s to you mathematics, you law students and you so-sos. I am a Lankan but rapping from MEO, going 100 if we win it. If we fell here in Australia, I feel like a second, but out in Colombia, you know I'm a legend. No joking, we turned upon our boasting. In 9-6 we hype with all the World Cups that we toasted.
Put your fist up to the sky and seize the day. Hear me out, this is the rhythm of Sri Lankan way. Doesn't matter what's our fate or what's our race. We are the nation of the lion, the place we call home, where all our dreams are born. Shout out and sing along, let me hear the lion roar. Let the world see that love is the only way. If they ask you where you from, I'll be Lankan.
Ready? Are you ready?
Take one. MARKIA JUNGIMASTER.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MJM show once again. MJM show! Ah!
So I think once you're a cheater, always a cheater.
So then shouldn't it be cheaters don't change their spots?
That's what I'm saying, the leopard never changes its spot.
So the leopard and cheetah the same
Yeah,
thing?
the leopard is the cheater.
What's going on here?